Vaheguru Ji ki Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Happy Baisakhi to you all. Sat Sri Akal. Hare Krishna. Today is the most auspicious day of Baisakhi. Obviously, it's the beginning of spring, but it's also the day that Sri Guru Govind Singh Ji established the Khalsa and gave birth to the original Panch Pyare. So on this day, I just wanted to share a few words from his own Bachittar Natak, Apni Katha, his own words about the history and the reason why he establishes the Khalsa. Sri Guru Govind Singh Ji writes, "In this dark age, Tegh Bahadur performed a great act of chivalry for the sake of the frontal mark and the sacred thread." The 10th Guru in the Sikh tradition, Sri Guru Govind Singh Ji, is saying that his father, the 9th Guru, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, gave up his life in a fight against the barbaric Muslim Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, who was persecuting the Hindus and demanded that they convert or they die. So many of the Hindus went to Sri Tegh Bahadur Ji and begged for protection and help. Please help us. Of course, the Sikh tradition is all about protecting Dharma. Tegh Bahadur Ji laid down his life to protect the sacred marking of the Hindus and the janeu. He says he offered all he had for the holy. He gave up his head, but did not utter a sigh. He suffered martyrdom for the sake of religion. Religion meaning Dharma. There's no actual translation because they're not really the same thing. So Aurangzeb demanded of Tegh Bahadur that you show me some kind of magic, a mystical miracle to prove that you're a man of God and your God will protect you. Tegh Bahadur Ji refuses that we don't do cheap tricks in the name of God, and refused to back down, refused to convert, refused to accept defeat. So Aurangzeb buried him alive. Other Sikh devotees, he burnt them in hot boiling oil. He beheaded them in front of everybody. So many people have this misconception that the Mughal invaders they did not convert forcibly, they didn't pillage. There's so much proof that these invaders were completely barbaric. Aurangzeb killed millions of Hindus, destroyed all the temples. The only other option they had was to convert to Islam. Most of the Muslims in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh were forced to convert. Amongst the few brave people who stood up and fought against these forced conversions, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. What is Dharma? Sikhs, the Vaishnavas, the Sanatan Dharmis, all share the basis of Dharma. And that Dharma is from the land of Bharat. Sri Krishna, who is Govind himself, who Sri Guru Govind Ji is named after. He is Lord Narayan, Krishna, Hari, Ram. They are the same person. Krishna says, I descend to establish Dharma, protect Dharma, to save the sadhus. Right at the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, that land of Bharat is described as Dharma Kshetre. Bharat, India, is Dharma Kshetra. So on this auspicious day of the birth of the Khalsa, I want to beseech my Sikhi brothers and sisters, let's go back to the foundations of why the Khalsa was established. It is to protect Dharma. Let's unite and uplift this Dharma Kshetra of Bharat Bhumi. Let's not give in to divisive, narrow-minded ideologies, sectarian ideologies that want to rip apart this land of Bharat, this land of Dharma. We can rise together. We can fix that which is wrong. Yes, there's so much adharma happening. And that is the reason why we need to stand together to protect Dharma. Not that we have our own Khalistan and you have your Hindustan. And it is so painful. In the name of the Khalsa, the so-called Khalistanis are attacking Hindu temples, are attacking places of worship, of places of Dharma. How did this happen? How did we come to this dark place where the person who established Khalsa is telling us that we are fighting to protect people's right to wear the tilak, wear the janeu. We are fighting for Dharma. We are fighting against adharma. And now, with that same voice, we're attacking the Hindus. Our Dharma is exactly the same. When I enter Gurdwara and I hear the Gurbani, the Kirtan and the Shabad, I feel like I'm in a temple. There's no difference. You are singing the names of Hari, Ram, Shyam, Govind. We are singing the names of Hari, Krishna and Rama. They're the same person. They refer to the same identity. The only difference is that we worship the personal form of Sri Krishna and you worship the avyakta, nirguna, nirakar form of him. But they are the same thing. It's like trying to separate me from my shadow. God and his energy, his expansive energy are the same. We are actually spiritual brothers and sisters. Let's not fight over something so superficial. Let's not allow these divisive narratives to rip us apart, rip Bharat apart. These are just personal agendas, and they are not what the Khalsa represents. Happy Baisakhi. Hare Krishna.